With summer blazing on, it's hard not to look forward to the first cool morning of autumn. In a few short months, we'll once again be crunching fall leaves beneath our feet. We won't see fall's coveted colors in the lower 48 until September, but further north in Alaska, the first color of the season is only 8 weeks away. Pumpkin spice will be here before we know it, so we'd be wise to take a look ahead at what fall 2024 might hold. If you aren't familiar with Explore Fall, give me 15 seconds to tell you why it will change the way you find fall color. As the season unfolds, we provide detailed, daily fall foliage maps for the United States. It isn't some errant guess made before the season even begins. Rather, allow our revolutionary model to show you exactly when and where you need to go based on the latest weather data. To see the latest maps this season, visit us at explorefall.com. So what exactly impacts the timing of fall color year to year? You've probably noticed that the timing of peak color can be drastically different from one season to the next, and that's frustrating for those planning trips in the fall. Shorter days and cool nights are the perfect recipe for brilliant color. They're the primary trigger that trees look for as September approaches, and only one of these variables, temperature, varies year to year, so that must be the dominant cause of fall's chaotic timing. Now, we won't release our estimates for the date of peak color until later in the summer. In fact, if anyone tells you that they can forecast exactly when the leaves will be at peak 3 months in advance, feel free to laugh in their face. Just like predicting the weather, knowing when and where the best color will be is a monstrous task. That being said, let's take a look at some of the extreme weather that's likely to impact this season's fall foliage. While temperature has the biggest impact on fall foliage timing, we still need to pay close attention to ongoing and developing droughts. These events can have a massive impact on the brilliance of fall's colors, and in some instances, may even lead to premature leaf drop. The latest climate outlooks give us a glimpse at what this season might hold, and it doesn't look good for some portions of the US. Starting in the southwest, we're watching a large area of extreme heat and drought that's likely to dampen the autumn colors. The high elevations of the southern Rockies can see peak fall color as early as mid-September, but with such a concerning temperature and precipitation outlook, it might not be the best year to make the pilgrimage to see the legendary aspens. The story is similar further north in the Rockies. However, Wyoming looks to thread the needle between two severe droughts. As such, if you're already making travel plans in the Intermountain West, that's where we would target. Working our way back east, portions of the Midwest are currently dealing with some lingering effects from last year's extreme drought. Now, the worst of the drought has been knocked out in Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Iowa, but the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration is predicting the development of further drought conditions from Illinois to Ohio this summer. We aren't terribly concerned about this region, but we'll still need to closely monitor it over the coming months. Unlike last year, we have high hopes for the Northeast this fall. Patches of abnormal dryness are few and far between, and the region hasn't been swamped by excessive rainfall like there were in summer of 2023. A marginally above average rainfall outlook for the remainder of the summer should ensure that the foliage is healthy as we head into the fall. The only item for concern is potential for excessive heat, but at this time, we don't believe it will be enough to dampen this year's color. Lastly, the Southeast looks to be in a similar position as the Northeast, with a warm but not record-breaking summer and modest above-average rainfall. This region has not been highlighted for drought development. However, current conditions suggest that a drought is quietly unfolding as we speak. If the above-average rainfall prediction does not verify, this region will need to be monitored for additional stress as fall approaches. Across the board, we expect delayed fall color this year due to the warmer weather. Even still, the precise timing of peak fall color depends on the day-to-day variability come September, October, and November. We'll provide further updates in July and August, and we'd love to hear from you about what you're seeing in your backyard. To keep up with all that fall has to offer, you can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and be sure to check out the website this year when you're hunting down fall's fleeting colors.